Hello everyone, how's it going? So I spent the weekend up in Ohio, just got back. I'm super tired, it's late. It was a crazy drive, but it was a crazy fun time too as well. And I brought some goodies back from Flip Aquatics. I couldn't help myself. I would have got more, but I'm on a budget. As much as, I've only got so much money to spend. That's my budget. But I still couldn't help myself, got quite a bit. Definitely want to get some more. So let's check out what I brought back. And he went ahead and packed it up nicely for me. Since it was a cold trip, I was stopping somewhere else on my way home, which some of you guys may know where that was. And we'll have footage of all that later. Let's see how many I got here. I got 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's see what's in here. Those are not shrimp. So here they are. I'd have even more bags if I had more money, because especially his fish, I would have definitely got more fish, because he has had most of them sitting in quarantine for almost over 2 months, and they were looking super healthy. And it's really hard to find good healthy fish like that, especially at some fish stores, you know. We all been there, a lot of us have at least. And I figured it'd be good to get some colonies for when I get my other order, that way I can mix some blood and some genetics. So I guess we'll just go down the line here. Here I have some rabbit snails. Now I did get the smaller ones because he just kind of gave them to me, because Rob's awesome and nice like that, and he knew I was working on a budget, but he knew I really wanted them. So big shout out to Rob. Like he treated me so well, so well. And then in here looks like some shrimp. Oh, these are the shadow pandas. These things are beautiful. I love these things. They a lot of them have the blue in the body. I was kind of going for that instead of the black. I was wanting more of the blue and the black part of it. Hopefully I could selectively breed that. Hopefully I keep them alive. Now that I got an RO system, I think I'll have much better luck this time. Still ain't really conquered Caridinias. Granted, you guys all know me for shrimp. It's mostly for Neocaridinia. I mean, I have bred like Sulawesi shrimp. Not many. Oh, these are the galaxies. Yeah, he was nice enough to give me some galaxies too. He hooked it up. They're really hard to see in here though. We'll have to get them out of the bag. What did he bag me up 2 things of shrimp? Almost thinking he did. I wonder if he meant to do that. I'll have to look in there and see what's going on. It'll help when I get them in containers. My phone used to like to focus, but man, now it just doesn't want to anymore. Okay, so those are the crystal blacks. And here we got some tangerine tigers. Focus, Daniel-san. Focus, Fon-san. Some nice tangerine tigers. So I am lucky. And in here we have some crystal reds. Some really nice crystal reds. I know I've got crystal reds and I've already bred them, but his was too nice to pass up. Like, you should have seen the whole tank. Well, actually, you guys will see the whole tank. I'll have a video coming out, a whole fish room tour of his, or shrimp room. And here I have some ember tetras. I've bred a couple of these before. They're actually the only tetra I actually had any fry out of. I wouldn't say 2 fries really successful, but I would like to try those again. And here are some chili rasboras. Beautiful small fish. Somebody shared with me that you can breed these like the CPDs, so I'm gonna try that out. That was one of you guys on a live stream. I wish I was better with names, remembering things. And here I got some black rose, Neocaridina. Nice size on them. And some of them had this red in them too, which I like when they have that bit of red in them. I think there's a name for it, Kanaka or something. And here I got some black neons. Now these look absolutely gorgeous in their tank. Granted, they're washed out because they just took a pretty long ride. They've been in a car all day long. Pretty much since 10 o'clock this morning, they've been in these bags. He uses the nice cordons. Those aren't cheap. And then here we have the green jades. Yes, yes. So let's get these into a container so you guys can see them better. Or better yet, I gotta find tanks too. That should be fun, trying to organize some tanks to put them in. Because I always bite off more than I can chew, but usually I'll figure it out. Now I'm not gonna really acclimate these fish. I'm probably just gonna plop and drop them because they don't tend to mind things. If they're healthy, it's not an issue. That, and I know the tanks that he's running and kind of where they're at, they should be alright. I'm pretty close to the same parameters. So I put the fish in and they instantly colored back up, so that's definitely a good sign. I know it's a dirty tank, but dang it if these fish don't love dirty tanks. I'm actually wanting to do a water change on it, but I got a little bit of a shoulder attachment. You want to say hi? Hi. Say hi. Sweet boy.
Yeah.
He's tired. It's like 1 in the morning. He should be in bed. But he's helping Dad instead. Here's the Ember Tetras. And the black neons. And the chilies are somewhere else. There's a peacock goby in here being not so nice. Being a bully,
Yeah,
right?
me too.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Alright, so here are the shrimp. I've got them out of their bags. And in here we have some pandas. Which I love these pandas. Then these are also pandas too, but they have more blue. The black looks more blue. Or no, these look more blue on the black part, which I think is cool. I'm going to try to selectively breed those. That's why I kept them separate. Then here I have some royal blue tigers, which he was gracious enough to give to me. Or well, to let me have, because he didn't really want to get rid of any. He's trying to stock them up, because these are actually all home USA bred shrimp. That he's had this colony forever. He's got a few tanks going. Not sure when he'll release them. Then here are some galaxies, 2 galaxies, which are freaking awesome. And some tangerine tigers. Looking good, looking good. And here are some crystal reds, which I kind of chose these patterns and colorations. They're going to get their own tank and try to see what they breed out. Then in here I've got some crystal blacks. And here are the black rose. Big and beautiful. And then here are the green jades, which they got a lot of blue to them. But in the tank they looked a lot greener. So if anybody ever kept green jades, they would know that Green jades love to change color. But the genetics are there, and hopefully I can work this line better than the line I have created and been trying to work, because it's taken forever to get them to the point that I need them to be. So hopefully that'll speed up the process on them. I've chased green neos a lot, and when I saw Rob's I just had to grab them. So I'm gonna try again. But yes, I'm really digging this blue. I don't want to like blind them with this light, but you can see them in there. So there are the shrimp that I got from Flip, and I don't really need to acclimate them too much because his water and my water is pretty much the same. So I'll do a little bit of acclimating, but not too much. Hardest part's gonna be trying to figure out where to put them. So it is the day after, and I did a water change, scraped the glass. Looking a lot better in there, you can actually see the fish. But they colored up pretty much as soon as I put them in there. Beautiful ember tetras. These have always been one of my favorites, especially schooled with Cabotia rasboras. And back here's the dwarf neons. So they've been super active playing with each other. And then the chili rasboras, they're kind of down here hanging out by the heater. I don't know if they're chilly or not. I believe it's 80 degrees in there. Let's see. I got this handy dandy thing. So good to have. 78.8. That's not bad on the bottom. I always like to check the farthest end. 78.0. See by the heater. $78.9. Well, maybe they just like it there. Just zipping around. I love tetras. They've always been one of my favorites. So many cool tetras. Now I believe these are the pandas. This is that blue that takes over the black instead. I had a few like that. The rest are kind of way back where I can't get to them. And here's this one. It's more of a dark blue. And here are the regular, more black ones. And Rob was awesome enough to give me some Brightwell substrate, and hopefully that's going to help a lot. And if you can't tell, the tank is definitely matured. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are the pandas. The only reason why I don't really remember is not that great with some Caridina species. And all I know is I wanted them. And here's the Galaxy in its new home in here. The other one is right down on top of that rock. So they look happy already. Looks like it's already grazing. Very cool shrimp. Man, those things are cool. And here's the Crystal Black's new home. Should be some Maru 2 eggs in here too, I'm hoping, because I just moved the group out of there. And I did put that Brightwell substrate that's like this in the back so I could still keep that look, but have the acidity in the tank, because that's what that's good for, is lowering the pH and adding some acidity. And here is the tank that I am using for these Crystal Blacks that have more of a blue hue in the body, kind of like the pandas. That one's a bit black. I may have to take that one out, but you can definitely see the color difference between that one and that one. And once again, I do have the Brightwell in here. I don't know why my camera doesn't want to autofocus anymore. But I do have that in there. Royal blue tigers are in their new home with a random Bloody Mary. And I didn't use any of that special substrate because these tigers shouldn't really need the acidity as much. And here's the black rose's new home. Nice and matured. They haven't eaten the granule yet. And with a lot of these tanks, I actually had endlers in there, black bar endlers in there, and I just moved them over. That tank had guppies in it, and had to move fish out of there. That had root-twos, I had guppies and some root-twos. So I had to play a lot of musical fish to fit these in, but I got them in. And here's the crystal reds I got from them. Looks like only 2 of them are out right now. I really like the ones with the dots behind their heads. Which that's what both of these are. And I'll also have a video on how I set this up and how I did it the same day. It was a bare bottom tank, stuck them in the same day. They're still doing good. Alright, so there you have it. There's all the goodies I hauled back from Flip Aquatics. Now it's been about 2 weeks, actually a little over 2 weeks since I got them from him. Sparky, are you sad? You want to say hello? Sparky wants to say hello before we go. But it's been about 2 weeks since I got those shrimp. They're all doing great. That Brightwell substrate seems to be working really well. And I hope they stay well. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time. And before I go, thank you, Rob. Thank you. Peace, everybody.